do
Oh,
all
my
the
homies
things
hate
that-
butterflies.
Wait, Michael, did you ever go to the Butterfly Museum?
What the fuck's the butterfly museum? Oh no, I did not. That was like a thing for arts class or whatever
for
the fuck.
babies.
Right? For art students.
What's the thing for like I think a lot of mass schools go to Butterfly Museum.
I didn't go there for school. I just went there.
Oh yeah, it's just a vibe.
I went just so dolo.
When you're really high and go to the fucking butterfly museum.
No, dude, raw dog it.
You guys-
Woke up, got some coffee.
I don't know if this is just every mass like elementary or middle school or whatever.
It probably is.
MCAS?
So Plymouth Rock.
Yeah.
Nope.
You can go Plymouth Rock
No.
Missed
I've
it.
been.
or Plymouth Plantation. That's what I meant.
God, that
Missed
place
it.
sucks.
It does suck. Plymouth Plantation, and then I did
Sounds sus.
the Boston Museum of Science.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I did that a million
Of
times
course.
as a
Or whatever
kid.
it is.
But my mom took me there.
Yeah.
That's cool. I couldn't because I had to take a boat to do that. all right?
Wow,
And I'm
island
like,
people be like,
yeah, and it stinks. 'Cause
Yeah.
sometimes you want McDonald's. but
Yeah,
there's
I
none
know. I
there.
know. For you, Mike, it was like, oh, going to the mall. Go on a boat to go to the mall.
Well, we never did that
I can't relate to island life at all.
because we're on an island.
It's just so hot. So many bananas and
Yeah, the monkeys are trying to poop on you all the time. Thanks. And there's sharks.
oh,
When
scary.
you hang 10.
I love hanging 10.
Hey, raccoons 4444 in chat. I'm working on it. Happy St. Patty's Day.
Hey, you know what? Happy St. Patty's Day.
Hey.
Welcome to the
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
Drunk If You Want To cast. I will be partaking in
I'm trying, I guess.
All right, yeah. Figure it out. St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
Mike already told me I couldn't.
No, I said you can't finish my White Claw. You animal. Get your own, you know? You're a big guy.
No.
You have dreams, ambitions. Why don't you take those and take a little slice of that pie and walk yourself down to Blanchard's and fucking buy a rack of something, right? Nobody else talk. I was going to crash and burn the whole time.
I was
I just wanted to see where you're going.
Yeah,
Well, you all knew I was going to fail, and nobody helped me.
all before this podcast went live. Mike's been talking about
Good Will Hunting.
yeah, mostly that. just explaining the full plot. So
And
he's all talked out at this point.
Well, Aladdin is the secret sequel to Good Will Hunting.
Yeah. We don't have to go into it.
Spin the goddamn.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing it already?
Ted into it?
I was going to say, how
Oh,
was your week?
yeah. Okay. So, do you want to help Ted spin it? Pretty.
Yeah, I need some help, Patty. It's pretty big.
Oh.
Ready?
We need to bring it in.
Here it comes. I know. Ready? Here it comes. All right. So, one. Wait, sorry. 1, 2, 3.
Oh!
We were so off. It was great.
I nailed
save.
it. I don't know about you.
Get it out of here.
Really?
Ginger
Four
sad. No one wants to play. Nice.
What's
Very
that about?
good.
Keep crying.
All right.
That's so...
So Ginger. So
I don't
on.
either.
All right.
What do you guys think this means? Actually.
The first thing that came to my head, actually, which is actually sad, is that nobody came to his birthday party, which is nobody entered his tournament. That's what I think it means.
No, I
Okay.
think he found out that there's a secret top player Discord that he wasn't invited to, and it's like
Is that really what you think?
it's got 74 out of the top 75 players in the world.
This is not him.
Just, yeah, Ginger.
Patty.
Yeah, it that one.
Ryan,
I know what it is.
which one do you think it is?
So
Am I right?
yeah, you're super.
We're
close.
all right.
You're all right. You are all right. The kids are all right. No, so Ginger was just on Twitter recently complaining about how top players aren't entering events. Ginger enters like 4 tournaments a week,
Uh-huh.
and he does that because he likes to grind and all that kind of stuff. But then he's complaining because people will then hold his losses against him, even though he's like kind of like offhand, random losses. And like, don't fucking why I enter things for whatever reason,
So Ryan, this didn't come from a place of wanting people to play more. This came from a place of everyone's making fun of me and I have to defend myself.
No.
I think it's
No?
I
Not at all.
think it can be
Okay.
it can be
That's
a
what it sounds
little,
like.
it can be a little bit that, but the main of it is
I got
why
the
don't
same gist of
why don't
it.
my friends play? Why doesn't
I get that, yes.
good players should enter more tournaments? Why are you guys so scared of just playing the game? It's right. You can enter any tournament you want.
I get you. I agree.
Yeah, I think Ginger is TOing an online tournament for the first time, or is at least seeing the back end like that.
True.
I think when you're on the perspective of the top player, you you just see the top 8 seeds, and that's the only context that you need. Like, okay, this is the event where I play Kevin Grand Finals. If you're Ginger, and I can see how he's like, bro, I've played the Chem person in Grand Finals so many times. Like, please just give me someone where I'm like entering all these tournaments. You know, also in terms of like the Smash World Tour was also a concept where it's like, oh yeah, okay, so if the top 15 just never enter a tournament, are they the
Nothing
top
matters.
15?
Yeah, that's one of the points he brought up, Pat. It's right. He was like, I could enter and get good placements in like 2 more big events,
Thanks,
and then
Zephyr.
just stop playing. And I'd be following the same path that all the other top players are doing, and I wouldn't be penalized. I would just get in. And that, he thinks, is that fair? And I kind of on the same page.
I agree.
How do you fix it?
So the first thing would be incentives, right? Incentives to go to these tournaments or enter these tournaments and do something. Which I think is that's the angle that a lot of people have been trying to take, but I don't know if we figured out what like works or what gets people to do things. You know what I'm saying? Because money is hard. You have to give people money, and that's like money. But what else do you really give them that's worthwhile in this instance?
Big Pog to Cypher in chat just gave just fulfilled the Matt.Zeb 12 month.
Oh,
Has officially given 12 other months. What a
Thanks,
god.
Cypher.
Thank
Good
you so
job.
much,
Good job paying
Cypher.
it forward. Matt kind of locked you into that position.
Cypher just finished.
But, like-
his, sorry,
No. Yeah, Cypher finished the
Cypher finished, or he finished the first season of
Bottom Smash Mountain.
bottom Smash Mountain with Turn Down for Walt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
Yeah,
Pretty
check
cool.
that
hell
out.
yeah.
Definitely. Plug that shit.
Absolutely. Hey, what's up, Patty?
I think like this is a problem that's like it's like constantly a thing in every single region, and it's tied to a region kind of like growing almost. Like a lot of times it's like oh, none of our PR goes to tournaments anymore, and then all of a sudden you have a new PR, and then all of a sudden those other players are like soft retired. I understand that it's not the same deal. Like it's not like not like the Mangoes of the world are retired. Like they're still going to enter the LACS 3s.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest problem is like, are we just going to wait for LACS 4? Like, where's the super major? And I saw even Toph brought this up separately. But just like the point of like, do Smash casuals think that we're just not hosting tournaments? And the resounding answer is yes.
It might even be a topic
Okay,
on
cool.
the wheel.
I'll wait for that. But
Ooh, spoiler.
But yeah, I think ultimately like it's just there's no incentive for a top player to enter the thing, especially like Smash World Tour's current setup. Like there's no reason for you to want to enter as many things as possible. And yeah, it's just gonna. I feel like it's gonna be the bitch into the void until it works. Like I really feel like it's gonna need all of Smash Twitter talking about we need top players to enter tournaments or something, and then that'll eventually happen.
But do people crying about it enough even equate to the reason that they're not, which is that they can spend their time doing something that's more lucrative for them? You know what I'm saying? Like Mango can stream, fucking Leffen can do the same thing. Who else isn't entering these things? Everyone else is just like, yeah, I'm going to stream instead because that's the thing that I can do, and it gives me money and exposure and shit.
Yeah.
Money is like the only way to incentivize people to go to no consistent.
And I mean, I don't want to say. I mean, right now it is, which sucks.
Money and narrative too, but we don't have
Yeah.
any narrative right now.
Yeah, so money.
Like
The
am I going to
dark
enter the biggest net play tournament just to like pray that this tournament has some narrative behind it? Like it's a hard ball.
Yeah, it's a hard ball. Well, we live in a hard world right now.
I
society.
I think a problem with the whole situation is the fact that because of COVID, because of Nintendo, we can't have tournaments associated with the Smash World Tour.
Mhm.
So it has to be based on a panelist and their decision. So like, and that's like something we can't fix. That's just a problem that we have. I would like to see, and maybe in the future, if there was a certain thing like this, like we're back in IRL days, where maybe a certain point threshold needs to be accessed. And it needs to be acquired to then get in.
Yeah,
And maybe like it's like, because there was that was talked about before, right? It was like, oh, Patty, this might hit you too hard, I think. Like winning a certain amount of like weeklies and regionals, majors, something like this is like in my head that like there's some like kind of bigger circuit thing. Like an idea.
Do you have a dream?
No, I don't think it was a dream. It was like you need to get like one Like a win in this tier, this tier, this tier, this tier, and goes down.
Oh, I know what you mean.
yeah,
That was
Yeah.
that might be an ultimate thing.
I think it was a NEM. It was named an Invitational. That's what it was. It was NEM's tier Invitational and tiered events. You can only get so many points for certain tiers of events. So you can only get so many points from locals, regionals, and big
That's
events.
cool.
That's what it was. That's why I associated you with that idea. There we go.
Yeah, I did that. I did do that.
Yes, so I want
I
that.
was like, what are you
Bigger.
talking about? And I was like, oh yeah, fuck, I did do that.
Yeah, I forgot to. I
I
forgot to.
panicked about it a long time.
I was panicking so hard. I'm like, oh my god, I made this up. I made this up. I made this up. But yeah, I would like that. Like as a worldwide thing, I think would really, be cool and make people go to those smaller events to get the maximum amount of points.
I think a thing that's basically like kind of leaking what I actually want to do, but like I think no, like leagues, like
Slide league.
no, like Smash World Tour doesn't have to be the only league. Like
That's
we can
true.
literally get like a bunch of East Coast net play tournaments in a league and like start our own thing, and suddenly there's narrative behind those tournaments, and
That's
like
hype.
people want to enter those tournaments just because they're a part of the league, and then maybe other tournaments want to become a part of the league. Like the league feature is something we can just DM Smash GG about. It's not like it's this locked wall paywall thing that only VGBCs can enter. So like I mean even SoCal's done it with their weeklies.
We just have to unionize with the other East Coast
Yeah.
tournaments.
I just saw the light bulb above Mike's head. Please talk.
Allston Melee's incredibly challenging, hyper.
We're not doing another dumb name.
Is this an acronym?
I'm telling
Hyper
you, we're
and
not doing another
hype-
acronym. I'm just telling you right now.
Michael
we're not
Allen.
doing another
What are you
acronym.
trying to spell?
All right,
up.
cool. Anyway,
No, I want to hear the rest of it.
Allston Melee's incredibly challenging, hyper advanced E-League.
Or also
Or-
known as
A
I'm
Michael.
bitch.
a Michael.
A Michael.
All right. Was wondering where
Perfect.
was wondering where that was going. Kind of upset.
Anyway, I
Wait,
totally
would
get
it
you.
just be like I'm Mitchell?
No, because that's with A. A Michael.
I am a Michael.
You're useless.
Like
I'm a Mitchell.
Hey, that's true. I mean, I don't know. This whole World Tour scenario just kind of stinks because it feels like just like the bottom of what was possible. You know what I'm saying? It's like the minimum. I'm not saying that nobody's working on this thing. Like, there's so much you could do with a Smash Tour, even with with Slippy and shit or whatever the fuck we're using. It's just that it's like so bare bones. I don't know.
Yeah. I think that's like it's a cool thing about the world is, we can just take it in our horns,
Take it in our horns.
smaller little bits here and, chomp out maybe
Chomp out.
a bit of the map and
You just made everything
Wait.
up.
no, I'm down. I'm down.
No, I understand what Ted means. It said it's cool that anyone can fucking do it and do something
Yeah.
great. That rules.
It's a dumb problem our community and I think a lot of communities might have. And the solution is just top players just enter one thing a week. Get us off your back. Just enter a tournament a week. Make it a thing.
It's
well, I think like we mentioned, like tournaments have to create narrative for it.
I
It has
think
to
you're
make
right,
it worthwhile. Like even if you don't have money, you have to make it like mean something.
Yeah. Mhm.
And that there's totally ways you make these things mean something. You could even do that with your own one tournament. You
Yeah.
can make your own tournament a league, and then all these tournaments, all you entering Uncle Sam's maple syrup every week, like benefits you in some way. So I don't know. There's a bunch of ways that we can.
I think it's
If
a
people
great
don't
idea.
care, we can make them care.
Yeah, no, it's a way to like make something more than a game and
Yeah.
make it a season.
Bro,
It's
you're
like-
not going to be the best in East Coast. We have a ranking for net
Yeah.
play. You're not going to be it. Oh, okay, that's cool. No,
I mean,
it's fine.
This is like
I get it.
literally like the steps that like professional sports took, where it's like
Totally.
playing like a game is cool, but then it's like we want more than that, and
Mhm.
so the leagues started to form in localized regions and shit.
we shouldn't. Yeah, it's like we're gonna invent the dribbling in basketball that changed
Not
the game
necessarily.
forever. What do you mean?
That's-
Appreciate it, Cypher. Thanks for the 12-month.
Is it a product of top player privilege to think that they don't need to enter events to kind of display their skill level?
Yeah, run it. Go.
You want them to enter tournaments, unsubscribe, and tell them you unsubscribe because they don't enter tournament.
There you go.
Hey, that would probably work if
IWW
enough people
subs,
did it.
get on it.
It's. I mean, yeah. It's. We treat them with enough leniency that, like if Mango stopped entering things before the next major, would he really not be seeded top whatever? You know what I'm saying? He would. He just would. Probably. I don't know. Patty would know.
Okay,
more
let's take it a step deeper. Why don't we enter net play tournaments? You know what I mean? They're free. They're basically none of our.
Yeah.
They're like an hour of our time. Why don't we personally enter them?
Busy.
Because I think I could do other things with my time that I would enjoy more.
So imagine if it all like contributed to something, and it was similar to like the NEI 3, where Ryan really, really, really wants to be top 50 with his DK. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, there's
He fucking
those incentives that we were just talking about that benefit top players totally also benefit the people who care about just playing net play tournaments.
And it lays the groundwork to do something
Appreciate
where in
it,
the
Calvert.
future we could do something where it's like Northeast Region League and then do an invitational out of all those tournaments from the region. You know what I mean? Like, if you do well enough and go to all the locals in your region, you'll make it to LAN and you can go to the tournament and like fucking do the thing.
You heard it here first. We're hosting NEI 4.
There you
Wait,
go.
Online.
Northeastern Invitational would still be the same as New England Invitational.
Yes.
We can just roll it in.
NEI 1.
NEI 1B.
NEI 0.
Oh, good call.
In Allston Melee form.
Yeah.
NEI AM
0.1. Just to make it as confusing as garbage as possible.
Next one's going to be 0, 0.
0.0 is always funny.
Always.
All right. Wheel time.
Real time.
Wheel me.
Good talk.
Oh, yeah, let me send
Ted Patty,
Fuck you.
help me out.
Get it in there.
All right, hold on.
You gotta go
Oh,
down.
what?
Go up.
Ready?
It's down.
On 3, 2, 1.
Why do you go up?
We're delayed.
Yeah, we
Got
got to
it
go on
right.
3.
Next topic is Melee is dead. Patty read the fucking topic wheel. What a god. Patty, you want to talk about it then? Get it started?
Okay. I just talked about this previously. Toph had a tweet where he was like, "Hey, do casual viewers think that like Melee has died or just like isn't hosting tournaments?" And a resounding yes has come from the
casuals.
replies. And it's just basically like, yeah, like I don't know where to find tournaments. And then a bunch of people are like even top players are like, yeah, I kind of also don't really know where to find tournaments. So it's like I think it's relevant that honestly, same conversation we were talking before. Narrative is lacking. People don't know where to tune in to streams, especially like how do I watch things. I think this problem has become alleviated a little bit just because like all of Melee streams have been on BTS Smash. It's like, oh well, just watch BTS Smash. You know, just follow that channel if you want to know what's happening for Melee. But yeah, like I can totally see how. I think there was a really good point that came out of it where people are like, Melee might be more alive than ever, like statistically. If we're going by like tournaments,
Active players.
yeah,
too.
active players, like all these things, might be statistically better. But I think there's definitely a point where viewership wise probably haven't held up. Like obviously LACS 3s have put a decent bump in our total numbers, but woohoo! Yeah, I think we're making it hard on the spectators.
Sure.
I'd agree. It's tough because there's not like a place because tournaments are going to be a bunch of different people hosting a bunch of different things, which is good because it's variety and it's a bunch of people in the community doing something. So what makes it hard though is that you can't tell somebody, you can't point and be like, this is where you go to watch Melee. Like this is the one spot, because it's not like that. It's like a whole bunch of different things. Is there a website that you can go to and be like, this is is Smash UG? Like really help out with that? There's nothing you can be like, no, like here's the whole list of things that are happening today. There's no calendar, I guess, or whatever.
Well, there is a calendar, but the thing is, the calendar's not in the front view.
That's what I'm saying.
Like you have to be following a Twitter account that tweets about tournaments. You have to see an ad in a tournament stream you're already watching. Like there's a lot of like weird avenues where it's really hard
Being
to
a
get
Facebook
it.
group
JD
was
brought up,
posted about.
JD brought up Melee stats and wins Melee. Definitely good answers. It's also there's a CAGS calendar, but I do feel like all three of those are much more for us.
They're for the
like
players,
the dedicated
or
people.
or the fans.
Or it's Melee.
What we do is here, solution, maybe a solution here. You get someone to pair up with Cat to make a short little video every week about tournaments you can enter that week or that month. and it says, hey, these are weekly tournaments or something. You just get someone to say, hey, I looked at the calendar, here's the list, here are the events, here are the region locks, all this kind of stuff, and you post that regularly, and that's like a, kind of like it needs to be a big account, sharing the information, but, just show the events.
You know what's cool, Ryan, is that there was a really early on in Ultimate, there's a dude on YouTube who made weekly wrap-up videos about every single, like, notable weekly that was happening across the country, and they'd say who won, where it is, how many people entered, the places or whatever. And it was like, the graphic was so cool because it was a map of the US and sometimes the world, depending on where the tournaments were, and it would pinpoint exactly where they were and like all that. And it's so cool.
With the Ultimate guy, right?
Yeah, that's what
it's like, I used to love watching those because it's like, this week, a Greninja in Kentucky won the 74 event, Smash My Balls event.
So whatever.
Like,
and then there'd be
like, oh, cool, Greninja in Kentucky.
And then in Kentucky there'd be
Smash My Balls.
Yeah,
I should go smash my balls.
What a series. Or it'd be funny because you'd see like, it'd be like, oh, in Louisiana, like, Olimar has and you see like it's like multiple different people all winning of Olimar, and it's like Louisiana is the Olimar state.
It's the Olimar state. All the bottom of the map is like Rob's, and you're like, oh, gee, okay, sure. That's cool. It's still cool.
I used to love watching it just for the New England stuff.
Yeah, me too.
And it's being like, oh, cool. Who's not a follow of a scene at all, but like it is fun to be like, who are NEM's champions in Ultimate? And being like, oh shit, we have like
he's Mars,
a Ken.
Or, oh, I see like the characters.
Mars.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, stuff like that. It's like, oh, that's cool.
Who does Mars play?
Zero Suit Samus.
I mean, we put out 2 videos where basically the theme around it was, hey, we're pissed that we're the one making these videos, which were like the 2020 wrap up and the unranked players for 2020. Where it's like, hey, we're mad that we're one of the only fucking Melee channels making this video.
Let me take it back a few steps forward.
Oh, say back now, y'all?
You Patty sentenced it.
2 hops?
2 hops backwards. Excuse me. To Patty's Weekly Roundup. Back in the original days of the podcast.
What about Patty's Weekly Roundup?
We used to list off all the tournaments in New England and what had happened and what went down at
Go through the
them.
bracket a little bit too.
Yeah.
We also cared so much more.
Because it was New England only.
It was our people we knew.
We were like, beat Snow Heater.
Dude.
But we did that because we felt like nobody was talking about it. Because we felt like there's this crazy finally bracket that no one mentioned.
We
Because
bring
you
it
had
back.
to look at the challenge bracket. I don't think it's that. I think it's
It's also not really fun to listen to, fortunately.
we need.
I liked it.
For us, it's great. I agree.
I think, in the future, it wouldn't be bad to talk about some highlights.
Of course.
Recapping every tournament is probably not best for the average viewer. Unless, tell me if I'm wrong. If you want to hear about NEM's tournament results,
Me too.
please let me know.
What I like the most is talking about that we went to a weekly and this is what we saw and how
I like
it's
that
a
part,
personal
yeah.
I
stuff.
do like that. We also have to go to weeklies for that. Ugh.
Right now we can't.
Wait, I was going to say something.
What were you gonna say?
Patty's Weekly Roundup.
Yeah, no, this is
Thanks, bud.
mostly unrelated. It's just about Snow
Okay.
Heater. I watched the EMG.
Top plays of the week.
So many Snow Wiener combinations
Oh yeah,
in the plays of the week this week.
that's tight.
Yeah, I just kept seeing them. I was like,
People are catching on.
yeah.
My question, everyone, to end this little topic, is how, other than the reason I already gave mine, so I'm safe. How would you, either realistically or not, advertise the Melee tournaments and like the Melee's not dead to the general public? How would you want to like convince people, so to say, that Melee is still alive and well? What would you have to say? Who do you have to reach? What do you do?
Hear me out. I don't think Melee down and out timeline is going to be a bad thing, because then I think when we do come back and have tournaments, we'll be like, oh, they're back.
Okay, so you
You know what I
don't
mean?
think it's a problem?
Like, Melee's been around since 01, whatever, and people still remember Melee. It's not like they forgot what Melee is.
Yeah,
They're not going to forget because COVID happened.
I'm not saying post-COVID. I'm saying right now.
Oh, right now?
Because there is an issue about viewership right now, and
Oh.
that's the problem.
I see what you're saying.
I agree that when COVID's over, I do expect a big boom. When things not when COVID's over, when things are back to normal after
Yeah.
COVID's over, I can't see it being that far off of a dip. But how do we solve the issue we are having right now with viewership and lack of understanding that Melee is still thriving and having more tournaments than ever, really?
I don't know. Maybe publish the Slippy numbers?
It's facts.
The secrets.
Hey, here are the facts, casuals. It's bumping. Not a bad idea.
People don't like facts, though. Nobody will see it.
Facts and logic, not huge.
Make your events mean something. And like BTS Smash did it like just by themselves. Like they made the weekly events. What are they actually called? No, I can't remember what that. SCL, the thing I helped get back online. Yeah, they had SCL just like having. I know that SCL just like is the most Aiden idea in the world. The idea of like divisions and like you can play in these brackets that like get you into the bracket, and then the bracket's only one day. It's like this whole thing where we care about the bracket at the end of the day or at the end of the week.
His brain. Ugh.
Yeah, I think everyone can do that. Like it's not like you need the summit pass in order to do that. You don't like in the world where we have 500 tournaments for people to enter a day. Maybe you make your tournament a little bit different.
Yeah.
Maybe you make it for a way that you can like, build them up over time. And maybe you reach out to the homies who are also hosting similar tournaments.
I don't like, how do casual fans, you think, like interact with Melee?
I think they literally just watch the Twitch streams. They're the biggest.
Like when they see the live.
Majors. Yeah, they see the live, they see the front page on Twitch, and it's like Genesis, it's Evo, it's Big House.
DG Bootcamp is live, and they go
maybe,
live.
yeah. I'm thinking more so like the really big ones where it's like, why is Melee in the top 3 games being played right now, or viewership wise? You know, like why is Melee above League or next to League?
Mango's on a run.
Yeah, because Mango's on a run.
Something that I don't know is beneficial or not is with Slippy tournaments, everyone kind of streams their own run, and I don't actually know if that like helps us out in terms of viewership or if that just divides the hell out of us. Because like previously, it's like when Mango goes to Big House, he hosts Big House, and then all of Mango's like Twitch stream, who cares about him playing in Melee, is watching the Big House stream. Like from the hosted,
stream.
Yeah, the hosted.
Awesome.
There's like it's like a thing that happens.
If you're a Mango sub, you gotta be in those streams. They're so much fun. It's just all of us being like, "Where's Mango? Where's Mango?" And Mango shows up. We're like, "Oh!" And they're just fucking them up. We're always popping up.
But that's like never gonna happen now. Because like, why would Mango not stream his own tournament run?
Yeah,
because he could
right now. Yeah,
and especially since everyone's so lenient about it, like nobody cares if you're restreaming a Slippy event right now. I don't think. Anyway.
Well, I think if you told players no,
then they
just wouldn't enter.
Yes,
I think that is the point that we're at now.
Yep, I agree.
And previous, like 3 years ago, that was not the same. It was so normal to be like, no, you can't restream this event.
Yeah.
Remember when they gave Ninja strict permission for Smash Splash?
So even if it doesn't like, we don't have the same like crazy viewership number on a singular stream or whatever, it's still like a more equitable system, you could say, where all these players are getting all compensated for the time by streaming. Instead of, shout out XX, where it's just only the players who do however well in the tournament get compensated for their time. Where it's like if a player has a following and they're streaming and they want to, piece of the pie, they can get it.
Great point.
I'm really hoping that when we have majors again, and if we all can't make it, I'd love to do like Alex 19 style
IRL stream.
We're just hanging out, watching the tournament. Get permission, whatever we have to do, but like just hang out and watch the game and like talk about it and stuff. Because I'm always, whenever there's a big tournament going on, I love to see someone like going over the tournament. So if we have to be that, we can be that. Going through the brackets, watching the live matches. I think that's so much fun. And it's hanging out and chilling.
I'll wear a webcam.
You wear one?
Yeah.
You do like a
little fashion one.
Ooh, that's
GoPro.
Fun.
Yeah, got you.
But yeah, Melee's not dead. Is the end all be all?
I think Melee's scattered though.
Melee is scattered.
We're kind of all over the place, which is good and bad. Like having tournaments all over the place is a cool thing. Because like we kind of have locals again in a world without locals. I don't know. There's benefits.
All right, wheel spinners.
Spin the wheel. Get ready to spin the wheel.
All right.
Oh,
So I'm
down,
gonna hit it, and
On
then you're gonna
3.
spin. So I'm gonna hit it. So I'm gonna go. You go on 4. Ready? So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait, you guys did that backwards.
What?
That was your fault,
It's
actually.
okay. It's okay. It's okay. Speed round. 3 topics. All right.
Oh, can I do one?
Read that perfectly.
No,
Well,
yeah.
I have the topics,
Ready?
but you can answer
You
the
don't-
first. You can answer the first one if you want.
Okay. I'm gonna do a
All
topic.
right. Ready? You have a topic in mind?
No, I can't do it. So it's
Okay, cool. Topic 1. Patty, you mentioned Ginger's hosting a tournament. He hosted the Pot O Gold, tournament. The whole thing. A nice Irish tournament.
I heard he beat Kem.
up on the
Fun,
money.
fun. I don't think he entered that event. But the only noticeable part about this event for me, at least as a viewer, was that one of the definitely an entry in our top 10 fastest grand finals, because Cordoran ran through BBB like so
Really?
quickly. It was insane.
Slice, slice, slice.
Yeah, slice.
Poke,
Like,
poke, poke.
like I think it was a grand finals reset, maybe 2. It was bad. Anyway,
2 grand finals resets.
it might have just been 1. Honestly, I don't know. Point is, it was a 3-0. It was bad. He fucked him up, and it was crazy. Have ever seen like a very quick grand final? It sticks out in your brain, either at a local, probably at a local, right? Something like that. And any
Claps
stories like
versus
that?
Calvar
Where was that?
at an NGP. Am I remembering it right, or were they tight games?
That sounds familiar. I was like,
where like Claps came back in losers and just like ran through Devi, and then Devi like got mad and tried like money matched him afterwards.
I mean, that checks out. Yeah, it was
And one of them might have been a game 5 though. Now that I'm actually thinking
I
about
don't
it.
remember
Okay.
that, to be fair.
It sounds the salty New Hampshire run back is a classic.
He definitely ran him back, but it might have been 1 game 5.
And then Claps being like, "Nah, man, I'm tired."
No, he played him and he's like, yeah, he like didn't try and just like, lost it.
It's like, you happy?
He's like, all right, I'm going home now. Or he might have beat him again. And then I don't know.
I don't remember that at all.
It was
that
a while
NGP?
ago.
Wasn't Genesis 4 a wash? There was one of the Genesis where Mango made it all the way back, and it was like, he's gonna do it. And then it was just
Armada pooped
yeah, it was
on
a
him.
bad
Oh,
3-0.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that.
And
There's
then
a
like,
few of those for me.
I think that was 4.
is it 4 or 5?
I was at 4. And I remember being like, he made it all the way back. And it's like, yeah, he had that awesome weapon set.
Yep.
And then he gets to Armada, and then it might have been a 3-1, but like the games were not close at all.
That's
Oh, M2K versus SFAT was fast.
Oh, that was bad.
That was a quick one.
That was actually bad.
Oh, at
Fly
Shine.
versus Mango
Shy.
at press start. That's the fast 6-0.
Yeah. Oh, that's definitely the 6-0.
Who was it?
Mango
Flying
versus
Anita.
Flying
Oh,
Anita
yeah,
at
yeah. I
press
forgot
start.
about that.
Yeah, that one was insane.
That's like the destroyed 6-0.
Like you're lucky I didn't play you earlier.
Yeah.
Or
You-
you aren't lucky.
Evo 2013 grand finals was pretty quick. Mango versus Wobbles.
Oh
3-1.
yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Let's get that back.
I will say, I kind of related to the previous topic. Kadoran won the tournament and then immediately was like, "Hey, if you're a top player, you should enter my tournament that I host, TMT." And it was like so dope,
That's
especially.
BM.
That is.
Well, it was kind of like it was after the Ginger tweet too, where Ginger was like, why don't top players enter? Like
Mhm.
Kadoran was like, "Hey, I just won this tournament. You should enter this tournament and beat me, because I'll be there."
Yeah.
That's cool. I don't know if many.
I get that.
I don't know if many players who are winning tournaments and hosting tournaments, because
Cool.
Dog is like actually hosting a tournament.
Kadoran is grinding too.
It's
in
a cool
entry.
combo. It's a fucking
Yeah.
cool. I saw Mango and Kadoran were playing Melee actually for some friendlies.
It's cool.
And I was like, oh, let's see how this goes. You know, I always forget how good Mango is at the game. I truly do. I'm just a fan of him. I'm always just like, man, you actually are like fucking crazy at this game. And he just shits on Kadoran, and I'm like, yeah, that checks out. that's insane. I watched him destroy Bobby, another great Falco. Not even close.
There are levels.
Yeah,
It's
there's
crazy.
no levels. But
You forget. It blurs at the top for us.
It blurs, but it's so cool to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, man, who is this Mars player? He's shield grabbing.
Mhm.
You can't shield grab Mango. Like it's crazy. Anyway, next fast topic. Dr. Battle had post Patreon or post Patreon. I don't know the stats anymore. But as supported us before, cool guy like Dr. Battle. He posted a tier list recently on the announcer noises for picking a character. You know, like Mr. Game and Watch.
Ganondorf.
Yeah, all that kind of
I
stuff.
feel you.
Um,
That's low tier.
he has like some highlights. S tier, he's got Game Watch, Ice Climbers,
I
Roy.
knew I was not.
Somewhere in the middle, he's got like Dr. Mario, Fox, Pichu, and then at the bottom,
It's a good list.
at the bottom, he's got Pikachu, Samus, and Ganondorf.
What? Ganondorf that low?
So I want to know from y'all if any like character selection noise sticks out to you.
Can you spit it one more time?
That's just some of them. There's a bunch of them.
Can I look at them?
My favorite thing that the announcer says
pass over
is
to-
when you win trophy in an adventure, he goes success.
Dude, that is
I
the best.
love that,
that rules.
especially when there's no like it's like blacked out. God, I have nostalgia over that.
Dr. Battle, if you're listening, can you please do death sounds next off the top?
Ooh,
Like,
yes.
I like some like Pikachu at the bottom makes sense because he says it wrong. You got you.
And then after that, can you do like the wobbly noise they make
Yes.
when they're like
The wobbling noise.
Oh.
Crazy.
Mm.
I like that.
Captain Falcon. This is a good list.
Yeah, I don't think it's too bad. But personally, I am on board with Mr. Game & Watch. Mr. Game and Watch. Yeah.
And also Ice
I
Climbers.
like Ganondorf,
I like Ganondorf too.
I like
Ganondorf could be
Ganondorf.
I also like Ganondorf.
Ganondorf.
Same.
but I feel like it's totally.
Ganondorf.
Ganondorf.
I actually like this because it's like I feel like you could have any opinion on this, and I'm like, okay, I
Yeah, I
can
get
see how
that.
you got there. You know what I mean? Like you could hate Game & Watch. You could be like, I just don't like how it sounds. I could be like, yeah, totally. It's like the old. It's the
It does
meme
stand out.
where we're all sitting at the table, very nice.
Oh, discussing
Society.
hentai.
Yeah.
One of my favorites that's an A that I'd probably go to S personally is YouTube.
You too.
You just love Mewtwo.
What is Roy's?
Can't think of it.
Roy.
Roy. Why is
I
it
can't
S
think of
tier?
it.
I can't think
Yeah,
of
it
it.
isn't. I don't know. I can't think of it either. I
What if
can't
it's
think
just
of
Roy?
Roy. Roy.
I'm Roy.
I don't know why he thinks it's S tier because Roy's pretty bland.
Maybe he says it really passionately. I cannot think of how to
Hey,
think Roy.
it is a funny short name of, you know.
Roy.
You feel like Roy, but it's like Roy, maybe. Ah.
You know, there's also a Giga Bowser one.
Is
Right?
there?
Yeah. Yeah, there's Giga Bowser and there's bonus hand. There's bonus character.
What does hand sound like? Master Hand.
Yeah, there's master. Yeah, this is because you can basically play as both of them.
Excuse
You
me.
glitch.
Does he in Melee? Does he say break the targets, or is that only in the newer ones?
Yeah, he's break targets.
Break the target.
What's the
Break
trophy
the
one?
targets.
I'll tell you one of my favorite signs of all time
Trophies.
is board the platform.
That's what I was thinking of. Board the
in
platform.
64.
My bad.
He said it so aggressively. Board the platform.
Okay.
I gotta do it.
Success does rule. Failure sounds like you got crushed.
Failure.
Failure.
The announcer of Melee is not the same announcer for the other games.
No. They're all different except for Smash 4 and Ultimate have the same guy.
Can we like
Same
fucking cameo the Melee
I'll find
announcer
him.
yet?
I'm sure he's
Oh,
not
dude.
terribly famous.
I mean,
No
Fuck,
offense.
we never did the Sasuke thing.
What are you talking about?
Sasuke character
Oh
pack?
my god, I was gonna have fucking the Sasuke guy say a
Oh.
fucking Allston
Yuri
Melee
Lowenthal?
line.
Is that him?
What was it? Yeah.
Yuri Lowenthal.
What was the line?
Hey loser, you gotta.
What?
Yeah, it was a
It was
subscribe thing.
something like, I want my hatred will never be ceased
Yeah,
unless you subscribe
What?
to Allston Melee.
Not the same guy, is it?
whatever.
What is it, Mike?
What's the last one?
Before I move on, Mike, what do you got?
I'm looking for the announcers guy. 1 second. You guys keep going and I'll figure this out.
Hate that. Okay, moving on.
Sorry.
All right, the last one is breaking news. Beep, 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 beep. In a recent tweet, so if you all don't know already, Mango is committed to coaching Scar, to get Scar like back on the top 100. Ed, question?
In the EMG top plays of the week, I noted one other thing about it. I like Scar's Bond impression.
Yes, 006.
Yeah.
That's what he calls himself.
006 instead of 007.
He really should be 008.
Because Bond is, he should be, yeah, it is. If
Bond's none.
If you're doing Bond canon, you need to go the one after, not before.
Like that's.
008 sounds bad though.
Maybe he's saying that he is the prequel. Because he wasn't around before.
That's true.
But his Bond wasn't around before.
But his Bond is kind of like a student of none, wouldn't you say?
I would set him on your side.
Yeah.
I'm trying to reason why he might, why he might have picked that.
I see that perspective. If he sees it that way, I get it.
And maybe to the uncultured, we'll say, he might not know how the lineage goes.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, 007, 6 is less than 7.
Exactly.
But he doesn't know that 6 is a predecessor of 7.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to keep that, fast and loose. But I was watching Pang Boys, and it's super funny because Pang Boys is the way a lot of people will take their mail in, like see what's going on. And if you are a casual viewer watching Pang Boys now, you're just like watching all these random Melee clips, and then there's 2 fucking Falcon players wearing sunglasses and playing the exact same way to the same song.
I feel like you get it though.
It's like, what's going on?
You're like,
why?
Yeah, this is this is part. This is the part.
This is the age of Melee where Scar and None just run across the stage full lane and just knee people. It's crazy. But anyway, do you have an update on your thing before I continue?
I do.
You cut it.
So the guy's name is Gene Harrington. He's done a lot of interviews and stuff for content before, including
Melee
Melee stuff. Yes, the Melee announcer. And he's also the voice of Master and Crazy Hand. Melee.
Yeah.
That's fun. Here you go. That's the Gene Harrington update.
Constant meta. The fact that the hand is also the guy doing the
voice. That is kind of cool. Lore in there.
Melee's so deep. It's like jazz.
Trivia.
Anyway, so yeah, Mango's teaching Bobby. Cool, right?
Very cool.
So, what other old school legend rises up but husband?
I saw this.
Husband says, can C9 Mango train Bobby Scar to be top 100? Question mark. I'm more curious if Zain can train me back to top 100. East Coast versus West Coast training.
That's sick.
How fun is that?
I'm a huge husband fan.
Did they used to go head to head a lot?
I think so, yeah.
I feel like that's like
no, not really.
Yeah, because Scar was East Coast at the time.
Yeah,
so they might have played.
Husband was starting to drop off by the time that Scar was making combo videos. But
maybe that's
Husband is also like sponsored by White Castle at the time of
famously.
Scar making combo videos.
Yeah.
Husband's dope. Cool Marth player. Actually, someone who's always played cool. I don't know. I like Husband.
Side B up tilt is like his invention, right, or his popularization.
The 40 killer, or is like a neutral?
Just like a neutral to kill floaties.
Okay, kill floaties. I don't know if it was like against like fogs and shit. God, early Melee was weird. But yeah,
kill wife. Historically.
True. But isn't that cool, right? Like, what a fun idea. I know. I think that this idea's been floated out before that all top players would like coach a certain player to get up. But I do like the initiative the husband's taking, being like, I would get trained by Zain to like play Scar. Like, I'm down. Kind of a lofty goal, I think. Don't y'all? Because husband isn't like entering things now, maybe? Question mark.
They've played a bunch. Him and Zain specifically.
Oh, husband and Zain?
Husband was trying to get back into the scene when Zain was popping off for the first time. So they played it like Xander dudes back in the old venue.
Oh.
Husband's kind of always played. I know that he's played rollback specifically because of the coming out, and I think might have even played doubles. Yeah, he's like around. I wouldn't say like obviously he's not as around as Scar is. But I don't know. I'm pumped. Team Ben, let's fucking go.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I agree.
Coast.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool how much I've become a fan of fucking the old school Melee, but they're definitely one that I'm genuinely a fan of.
Yeah, a lot of great crews and Melee. That could probably be a little topic, huh?
Yeah, I mean, we announced that.
We announced it. It's live.
This is the first time ever where we're on a podcast. You can know what the fucking video is. It is top 10 crews debuting on Gallant Melee on Friday.
Yeah, probably when this goes live, if we push this out soon. I know you're very busy, but you'll be able to go mark your calendars for the next day or the day of to watch the top 10 live on Gallant Melee, followed by a special announcement.
There's going to be a special announcement
from
the people at home. Here, it's us.
Yes.
And it's special.
And it's going to be crazy. But
we're going to announce it.
But we do have top 10 crews, and this video, I can tell you, is so tight.
Mm-hmm. Like the cruise video?
Yeah. There's so many crews that we talk about in this that are like actually so cool and like unknown, and I think it's going to be a learning experience even for the ones you do know. But it's like so tight. I mean, I do these scripts of Patty and Sean, and like I learned so much just doing this. Yes, Michael.
Is Habs on the list?
Is Habs on the list?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to spoil it.
Okay.
Yes, Ted?
Give me one fact you learned about Waz.
So did you know that Waz
from
is
Worcester.
a Worcester-based crew?
Where's that?
In Massachusetts. Crazy enough. Yeah.
Didn't know
Isn't that crazy? But Patty, any last words on the premiere?
It's a good video.
No, Waz is gonna be
I teared up twice when recording this. When I was recording the audio.
Did you put that in?
I genuinely teared up twice.
Yeah.
No, I didn't put it.
He's like, I'm crying. You gotta get into the mic.
But I was like, fuck. Oh my god. I was like, Jesus Christ. I had to like get up and like take a second.
That's cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Passion shit.
Hell yeah. I always do think it's weird though when YouTubers put it in. You could have.
Oh, the crying part? Because it's like views. Like, oh, that guy's crying. Let's go check out that video.
It's genuine.
All right. So how should we spin the wheel this time? You all direct me.
All right. Just do it. When you start counting down from 3.
We'll say go. We'll say go. And then you go.
No.
We're going to count 3, 2, 1, go.
And we're going to go on 3.
Okay, yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Where do I go?
Go.
On 1.
On 1. Got it.
Ready?
Oh, wait.
No, he should just go and go. Trust me. He
All
should
right.
go and go.
He should do after you guys.
No. Shut up.
Yes, he is.
Okay, I'm making
So
sure.
I'm going 1 on 1.
We're going on 3. You're going on 1.
Okay.
You ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
On 3.
What happened?
It was so good.
I think we're getting
We
closer.
killed Pew Pew You.
What?
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, we did kill Pew Pew You.
I don't like this narrative.
It's a clickbaity bad title.
Yeah.
Keep it short. Pew Pew You has retired from competitive Melee.
Mm-hmm.
And I say we kill Pew Pew You because just in a complete coincidence, we released a video praising Pew Pew You and SFAT for their PewFat team in our top 10 doubles video like the week of. So like it was the perfect cherry on top. And I know, Patty, you were telling me that it felt like super weird to like in a way you wrote the legacy for Pew Pew You without even knowing it. Or PewFat rather, but
The PewFat.
Yeah. Pew Pew did what I like to scream about at the end of Allston Melee videos. I thought it was so dope. He transitioned into working for the CLG FGC Esports team, so still a part of the CLG team. I will say that he made it clear that, hey, I'm not entering Melee tournaments, and the ones that I enter, I'll be extremely selective about. So, I don't know. I obviously like it feels like a full retirement, but I think it was a lot more, hey, I'm moving on to this part of my life. You know, I'll be around when I'm around, and probably see at the tournament still. Thought it was dope. There's like literally the end of the video for the doubles video is like the idea that like we can build a name off each other. We can build a career off of Melee together. And that's exactly what he did. So fuck yeah.
Insane. What a read.
Most of the
What a
time when I
read.
hear that top players aren't going to be playing anymore, I get this like weird, like, I'm old, I'm sad feeling like, oh, I'm never going to see that person compete anymore. But I didn't get that feeling at all. I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. You fucking did it, dude. Hell yeah. And just the fact that, he appreciated the video so much and then even appreciated our response to his thing on Twitter was real cool. Just because, like, I know it from his perspective, he probably feels like, like these guys made this video and they like, they impacted me in this way where I can like show people like my doubles legacy, but like Dog impacted me in like the way that I think about doubles, like genuinely. So that's really cool that in some way there's a little bit of shared respect there. And that's fucking wild.
Fuck yeah.
A little bit of symbiosis.
And isn't it cool that we within the past like week or so, we helped contribute to the Pew legacy. Because we covered the PewFat aspect, but a week earlier, Walt covered one of his best wins of all time.
Versus H-Box.
H-Box at Apex.
Yeah.
I was there. I remember
Isn't that
watching it
insane?
live.
Yeah, that's... And to this day, I mean, I would watch you play H-Box and always go, there's a chance. You know? It always felt very real.
I didn't really appreciate what it was at the time because I wasn't like, I like knew about the scene, but I didn't know like deep enough to
They're
know.
all good players.
Yeah, exactly. To know how much of a deal, Pew versus H-Box was.
But it wasn't, it was.
And how much of a deal like using Pivot Tipper for like every kill was.
Yes.
Me and Pew learned something because if I was to make the entry that I previously thought of, I would have made a whole entry about Ark, the Texas Marth player who popularized pivoting. But then I learned that fucking Fast Like Tree, who's an even old schooler Marth player, who I see coming up all the time when I research these videos, was actually the person who's like popularized for pivoting for Marth. But then even deeper, DA West is the one who actually popularized it because he created it as the DA dash, where it was pivoting in 2003 just with tilts as Samus. So it's like this fucking weird legacy where it's like the Samus player and then the Marths just immediately take over it. And then it leads to that.
I gotta say though, in Ark's defense, because I actually do know Ark pretty well personally, is what Ark did is not necessarily popularized just the fact that you could pivot, but he popularized the flow charts for Marth pivot in different situations. So like he flushed out these scenarios where he could use Pivot Tipper in an RPS where he has the advantage every time, or that like is always a good situation for him. And he used it in a toolbox very well that no other Marth had before. And he showed that it could actually be like a legit tool that could be used in the game. And that's when other Marths like fucking PP and now Zain and like all these other Marths started pivoting and Pew obviously started working it into their game.
Yeah, I remember we were. I was down in Austin for work, and you were also down in Austin for work. So we met up and went to a fest over with Ark, and I had the opportunity while people were doing other things to just play 1-on-1 of Ark for like maybe an hour or something.
And he's a fiend. He's gonna try hard so fucking hard every single game.
He was playing hard. I was like, I was also like trying pretty hard. I wasn't like fucked up or anything. I feel like I might have been a little high. Like I was pretty sober, just playing hard against Ark, and it was so much fun. So good at the game. Cool guy too.
Yeah.
Ended up getting like 1 in the entire session and being like, yeah, we got 1. We got 1, dog. Like it was fun. I like Ark a lot, and I respect him for popularizing pivoting so hard.
Yeah.
Cool stuff. Cool. But I think the coolest part about his announcement, what he's talking about, is that he's like, yeah, I'm going to be very selective in the events I enter. And it's not like he will just enter teams whenever. Because teams, he takes seriously. Teams is a real event. And that's what he's pushing for. It's a real event. So when I enter things, it's gonna be very, sparingly and like, like chill with it, And I love that. Cause like you have like Armando who's like, yeah, I'll enter teams with my brother. But like Pew Pew's like, I don't know. I want to like take it easy. I don't want to like make a SFAT team with me if I'm not in practice. And like, I'm taking it fucking serious. I think that's fucking cool.
Who do you think SFAT's new team partner is going to be?
That's my question, man. Who's it going to be?
SFAT Mango?
I want SFAT Mango. I do.
That's such, they're so
SFAT Mango
sick
is
together.
so tight. Yeah, they're so good.
And Mango doesn't have a good static teammate, right?
Lucky, usually, right? It's not, it's not static, but like it's 4-leaf Mango. So.
Yeah,
but they're not like not recently.
No, well, I think Lucky Mango is definitely is a 4-leaf Mango is iconic. Definitely.
Yeah.
But I really like when Mango and SFAT team. I think they do a great job together, and this Mango's a great doubles player. SFAT's one of the best doubles players of all time. It just is so cool to watch.
And Mango is really a good doubles player when he's supported well. And SFAT's great at playing support when he needs to play support. Like when he's playing with a teammate like me.
In the chat, 48th breadstick. SFAT Zain would actually be nuts. You just replace PPU with the best Marth in the world.
You just teach him all the
player
players
in the world. Yeah.
Just give him the playbook.
Zain, not a doubles player right now necessarily, but like if SFAT did pair up with Zain, that would be insane.
Who does Zain team with if he does team?
What?
Who does Zain team with usually?
Zain team with H-Box before, Milkman, Red.
Milkman is who he's done the best with.
Good
Milkman's really good.
Good call, Breadstick.
I think SFAT really needs someone who cares about teams. Like we said in the video, Dogs popularized like calls.
Yeah.
Like they had a list of calls and secret words to use. And that was very relevant. And
which has always been like one of the spaces that's been the most like has had the most room for development in doubles.
Definitely. Just being able to switch on how fast they did and the efficiency of edge guards. I feel like he really needs someone to be able to do that. I don't know. I'm curious to see what happens. I think he could totally just bounce around teammates for a while.
Yeah, I think that's likely.
Most likely.
But I would love to see him find a new static.
Do you think? I think it would be hard to pull him away from Johnny, but do you think Dewan SFAT is possible?
I think it's possible.
It would have to be S2J Mango. Yeah. If you take someone off of someone else, then there's a
float.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely a possibility, especially because you have Dewan's Marth.
Yeah.
Who can like try to fill in the role.
And I know that he really likes teams.
Yeah. No, I think Dewan's like one of my higher tiered guesses of who it might be. And then Mango just gets to S2J.
Hear me out. Rocky.
Rocky.
He's done incredibly well in
Rocky's
teams with Rocky before. Pretty sure he's
Rocky
specifically beaten 4-leaf Mango with Rocky. Rocky is known as being a team's expert. Would be take from Azel, who's also really fucking good.
H-Box Slayer.
But they're both NorCal.
Yep.
Yeah.
And NorCal does love teams.
Yeah. Pumps out good teams players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know.
It's insane.
Something that pumps out something.
Like NorCal and Melee players.
All right, I think we have one topic left. I'm going to spin the wheel anyway.
Cool.
Don't.
I like it.
Did I spin it?
3, 2, 1, go.
Spin. Oh, it was perfect.
That was almost perfect. Patty had it.
What's it land on?
I don't see anything.
I don't even know what that
I don't
says.
know what it says at all.
I know what it says because I wrote it,
What's it say,
baby.
right?
It says that Monday morning Marth this week fucking rocked.
Monday morning
Yeah.
Marth, you said?
Monday morning Marth was so good this week. Patty, you said yeah. Do you know what it was
Yes.
about?
Yeah, Edwin Budding did a soft list for 100 East Coast net play players of 2021.
Ooh.
To like watch out for.
Cool.
Yes, and just listed a bunch of people. And then that prompted every single person who enters net play tournaments in the East Coast who wasn't mentioned on the list to be like, guys, see that list? Didn't feature me.
Even though, like, I swear, like 30% of this article is like, I might have missed people, and I'm sorry. These are just people that came to my mind, and like he's being very reasonable. Of
Yeah.
being like, I understand. I could be wrong. This is literally just like my idea right now.
At the end, he was like,
sorry.
At the end, he was like, I absolutely missed a bunch of fringe people, and I wouldn't be surprised if I just straight up forgot a couple people.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, I listed 100 names.
100 people. That's so fucking many.
That's a lot.
But the cool thing was he put them all in tiers, and I just wanted to run by him real quick by you guys, and it's kind of like
All 100 names.
not all 100 names. Some of the big tiers. So tier 1, Zain, IBW, Wizrobe.
Never heard of him.
Mir Locks, Moki, H-Box, Nun, Ginger, Aklo.
Yep.
Crazy to see Aklo in the same tier as H-Box.
No, it's not. Makes sense.
Based
Crazy
on
to see.
performances recently.
Crazy to see Moki in a ranked above Hbox. I know, like, it makes sense, but it's like, nah, it's so weird still.
Who's on there too? Who's none? You said.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nun's definitely the best at them.
Okay.
Yeah. A few question marks will likely make it. So this is like he's trying to give us a picture of what the what our East Coast into the Smash World Tour is going to be. Who East Coast is bringing in there?
Yeah.
So these are kind of more the fringe. Some question marks will likely make it.
It's okay.
Laud, LSD, Gatsu, Hax, Magi, and J-Mook.
Hex low.
Hack's kind of lower, but I think the question marks are about like, these players don't enter as much, or they have certain problems with like net play in general. This that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But have the results.
Seeing J-Mook there definitely made me be like, oh yeah, okay, we're just gonna do recency bias this whole time.
That is recency bias. That is 100%.
Because it's a little too high. Like, right?
Let me say
Yeah.
that J-Mook is that good.
Yeah.
J-Mook has been that good. And I think it's in a realization that, okay, this dude's down to enter net play tournament. And so why would we not put him on there?
I think what it is though is that the only reason he is on there is because that realization that you're talking about right there is because of the recency bias.
Yeah.
Well, like, how do I say this? Like, when J-Mook beats Hax, there's way more currency on one end, as opposed to if Hax beats J-Mook. You know what I'm trying to say?
No, I
like, although I agree that similar skill level, if we're just basing off the seed alone, like one player has incredibly more benefit to gain from winning.
You want to see some J-Mook losses?
No.
I want to say, like, pull up some J-Mook L's. Like, I want to see.
He's been really good lately. I think the last one was he lost to
S2J.
Yeah, he beat Aklo.
Yep. Only Sheik player he's ever lost to besides his brother.
Yeah, and then
he
had crazy good run. I'm not saying that that it's not like, oh, he's only had one tournament. He's had like 3 really good tournaments.
But the thing is that everybody treats J-Mook right now like he just got good and he just came on the scene. He was like running Ginger this close and was like last hit, last stock with him at like Simeon LAN like 3 years ago or whatever that was. Like, this isn't.
He didn't win.
Yeah, but it was like he was that level of player,
Mm-hmm.
and he showed that he was at that level. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I understand, Ted, but there is a narrative that he's like a young person. It's like, no,
Yeah,
he's been around. He's all about this.
and now he showed that, hey, because this is net play, I can be at tournaments. So it makes sense that Edward Budding's like, yeah, okay, he shows that you can go to tournaments now, and he's that good. This is like Stock and Edward Budding and all the Melee stats dudes knew who he was and knew he was that good.
Mm-hmm. Some of the next people, the leading contenders for the final spots: Ben, Dreffin, Slug, Toussaint, Cobalt. Definitely a cool group. And then the final group I want to talk about is the wild cards: Polish Panda, Forest, Zamu, J-Salt, The Real Thing, and Bizem. Being people they also think might be contender. And there's so much more on this list. I'm happy to see both Tiramisu and Joy Boy also make an appearance as
on there?
kind of our NEM people. Yeah.
Cool.
Dimension's
This
on
was
there.
pretty New England biased. I
Younger.
would say there were a couple names where I was like, really, you're gonna throw a mention there? Okay,
Younger?
all right.
I'm seeing Thorn's on there. Yeah, quite a few New England people. Trail.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something there.
I love Trail.
I love Trail, too.
I'd put Trail on my list too.
That's
Honestly,
that's top 100 alumni.
it'd be rude to not put him on that list.
Yes, he's still so good, and Michael definitely
I
is
did beat him.
king for beating him in one set.
I hate that we can't talk about Trail in this household.
Arcadian baby. You brought it up. I didn't even do it this time.
You were gonna.
Mike had a gun to my head.
Just gonna let it pass.
But yeah,
It's
it's a banging article. I read the whole thing because I wanted to just like personally, as someone who like occasionally does see like East Coast events and that kind of stuff. I want to know the names that are up on top right now, at least from Edwin's point of view, which I do respect immensely.
I want to go read that article.
Yeah, it's a good one. There's a lot of information.
Next week is West Coast.
Next week is West Coast, and I can't wait to read that one too.
That's sick.
So like,
I'll even say, go read the one from a couple of weeks, or the one from last week, where it was all about Sung. Really cool coverage about Sung,
The guy who invented shield dropping.
Where are these articles?
Meleestats.io.
Cool.
yes,
Thank you.
Oh, Monday Morning Marth. He basically every week does a podcast by himself in text and writes them very well.
It's called a blog.
Buy the book. Just buy the book.
He
Buy the
does have a
fucking
book.
Edwin Budding book. What it's called? It's called the Edwin Budding book.
Yes.
Signed by Edwin
Nobody's
Budding.
gonna find that.
Oh wait. Pause for 1 second before we do anything else.
It's
We need a code word.
It's
And we didn't do it right.
Oh.
It's the Book of Melee.
if you made it this
Melee.
far,
The code word is I will start, and of course the first part of this is going to be tree, and then Patty
tree tab.
tree tab. Drop a tree tab if you made it to the very end. We'd
Tree
appreciate
tab.
it.
Pull off the tree tab.
Tree
That'd be
tab.
cool. Pull off the tree tab. Why don't you? But
Quotes. Pull off the tree there.
well, as our last segment, I believe Michael had a special topic he wanted to talk about.
Hi.
He brought it up earlier. Michael, go
Are you
ahead.
making a joke?
No, you
You
said
did.
you had a topic.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
But if you got any questions in the chat, please leave them so we can read them in a few seconds. I would love to see any and all questions about anything in the chat room right now. We'll get to them. But before that, while you guys are writing out your great questions, Brian, you had a topic earlier you wanted to talk about.
No,
I did.
got one.
Oh, you have one?
Oh, Ted has one?
Okay,
Ted, go
Ted, you
ahead,
first.
Dude,
please.
I've been watching Teen Titans.
How is it?
So
Ah.
good.
Two times is good.
It was the first couple episodes, little rough, a little slow. Heating up though.
Well, where are you at right now? It's heating up.
Like episodes like 6, 7, 8, 9, it's starting to heat up.
Did you already do the Cyborg episode with the football guy? Or whatever, or the wrestling? I can't remember.
I think so.
Okay, cool.
Football says better.
The intro's bangs.
Intro bangs.
Titans.
The episode I just
Yummy.
watched,
Yeah.
episode 9, it was in Japanese.
Sugoi.
The
Wait,
intro,
no,
the
it
intro
was
in Japanese.
episode 8.
The intro in Japanese is sick. Speaking of, my recommendation, Pokemon Journeys is so sick.
I was going to start watching that, but I
Pokemon Journeys
stopped.
is the best Pokemon content they've ever made ever. It is both a good show and exactly what I wanted from the Pokemon thing. It is just world building on world building.
Isn't
And
that
just like,
Ash and the other guy?
yeah, he's cool. It's
Go.
They gave
What a bad name.
it's because he's
It's like
Pokemon Go. But
Yeah.
the cool thing is they gave Ash the ability to be a real fucking character because they gave this other guy like the ability to be his own person. So it's not just like the dumb, oh, I need to get better constantly always. Like they're actually
Cool.
characters. Also, they're gay. And it's cool.
I didn't know the season was called
They're
Journey.
definitely gay.
He's tight.
They're definitely gay.
I also think Go is like you're watching. I don't know. Are they gender fluid? They don't. I don't know if they. Are they referred to as he? I don't remember.
I don't know. I think it's he.
Okay,
Pretty sure.
I remember
it's
there
he.
being a thing.
You
about
might be
it, but maybe
giving him
I'm
a
wrong.
little too much
I
credit.
think somebody said that.
That'd be so sick if they're like,
No.
yeah, all Pokemon without gender are gender fluid. Like Magneton's gender fluid. That'd be so tight.
That's it.
They do a bunch of cool shit where it's just like, oh my god, I can't believe they're doing this.
That's cool. I've seen a lot of cool things about this show.
So hard to recommend. And it also made me care about the new Pokemon, which I didn't give a fuck about. Yeah.
Patty,
I
that's
like that
important. We have a chat question.
Is there a single chat question? I want more
Yes. Thank you, Jake Draws. Asks, what are y'all's favorite Pikachu alts? Mine is Cowboy Hat, K-Kona.
Trucker hat.
Trucker Hat, so you're red. Trucker Hat. I like Trucker Hat a lot. My Pikachu tier list might be controversial. But what's your favorite, Mike?
I just remembered to say about something. Blue is so good. It's hard to beat blue. I do love red though. I'd say blue, red are my two favorites. Yeah, where I'm at.
Blue and red?
Blue and red.
That party hat and Trucker Chew?
True. Yes.
Patty?
Trucker Chew. Easy.
Trucker Chew rules.
I will say, I always thought it was the Ash Cap, but then lately I'm like, no, it's not.
Right. I know you're bringing it up. Ryan's name for green Pikachu is one of the funniest things.
And it's my favorite color.
There you go.
Patty's Puppa Chew.
Patty's Pikachu.
I don't care if he's sickly green. The little green fedora is so funny.
Very, isn't it a cowboy hat?
It's a fedora.
Fedora?
What about
Oh,
Pichu?
yeah, you're right. It is.
Pichu is hard.
Pichu has the best colors.
Pichu has no bad colors.
Backpack Pichu? Adorable.
Mine's Backpack.
It's
Pichu.
probably
Backpack
Pichu.
is so
I think it's the
good.
only character
I like
that
the
gave it
green
something
one.
like that.
The
Yeah.
scarf or whatever.
Oh, the headband. It's like a little headband on. No, that's red. Red is the
But
headband.
it's him, Ben.
Green's a
is the
backpack.
cape. No, green is backpack. Which
Yeah.
one's cape? Is that blue?
Blue is goggles.
Goggles is so
Yeah.
cool.
Blue is the most famous.
Yeah.
Blue is the by far the
Yeah,
favorite.
blue's overhyped.
It's cool.
Blue's cool.
It's because they gave Pichu just sick
Alts.
alts.
I wish,
Yeah.
it's not even that much different from Pikachu and Jigglypuff. It's just that he has more accessories. You're like,
And Pichu
yeah.
has like the two different laying down animations.
Yeah.
Two
Yeah.
taunts.
2 taunts. Yep.
3 taunts of crouching puts you to sleep.
Two rules.
It's so cute.
Taking a nap.
It is so cute. Another question we have in the chat is from Petricide.
Yep.
What is the best Smash fan mod game? So like I'm gonna interpret this as any game that's not Melee that was made kind of based on Melee or the
For
Smash
example.
games. For example, I spent an entire summer of my life, my last summer in college, when I was the worst person. Taking tests. I was staying at my house a lot. I would play.
I love them.
I would play so much Icons.
Is that really your favorite?
I loved playing
No,
Icons.
you would play Slap City too.
Slap
You
City
two
2,
would.
but like, dude, playing Lupu or Wei Shan, for those not familiar, in Icons, and just like, I got to like Grandmaster, just play this fucking bullshit ass, big ass
You play
guy.
a lot of rivals. Or not.
And
Yeah.
it was so much fun. I liked it so much. Wei Shan's a crazy, insane character. I would have so much fun just getting drunk playing that game at
That
night.
rules.
What do y'all got?
Probably Slap City.
Slap City's tight.
That's cool.
What do you play in Slap City, Ted?
Oh, the fish.
Fish Bujin.
Fusion, so tight.
Broken.
Super Smash Splash. Easy.
I look
Really?
at that too.
Bro, fucking you play Naruto
Yeah.
against Fox?
Yeah, that was
Mhm.
that's
And it kinda feels like-
I didn't play it. I never played it.
You can play it on browser with your
Yeah.
keyboard.
That's what I did.
It's actually crazy.
I've met, like, when I was really young, I would go to my mom's work and be on her work computer when she wasn't there. And I'd be just playing the first Smash Flash with, like, the OC characters in it. Like Blade the Hedgehog
Yeah.
or whatever it
Yeah.
was. So sick. And then the second one came out. I remember going to my friend's house and we didn't have controllers or anything. So we would share a keyboard. He would be on one half of the
Yeah.
keyboard and I'd be on the other half of the keyboard. And we were
Yeah.
playing Smash Flash 2. Most fun memories. That game's jank as hell, but it's a lot of fun. Yeah. And that dude's making a new game with the like the indie characters that he got in there. I can't remember the fucking name of it. You've seen
Oh, yeah,
What the
yeah,
fuck's it
yeah,
called?
yeah. I don't know.
it's got like Octodad and shit. It's cool. It looks great. It's cool. And obviously there's rivals.
It's like
there.
Flash Fighter, maybe,
It's
something like that.
Oh,
I also like Brawl Minus a lot.
Always rules.
Brawl Minus is so much
Mario.
Free Makers.
Frame markers, thank you so much.
Thank you, Jaden.
That game looks rule. That game looks awesome.
But yeah, Brawl Minus, dude, like Mario can just turn metal.
Metal
DK can just spawn like moving crates.
barrels.
It's so much
We
fun.
gotta say PM though.
I think
PM is
I think
the
it's
best one.
Matt's mod is the PM mod where it has the fucking. I've talked about this before. Bender as Falco. Fucking. It has like all like Homer Simpson as Fox. Like
That's
it
epic.
has the crazy ones. It's the OG. Yeah, I think it started off as a brawl mod and then turned into a PM mod.
That's
But
sick.
it has like you can you can press X on like every character and they turn into Shadow the Hedgehog type beat.
That rules.
That's so tight. I also, Mike, to your point, I do like PM a lot.
It's just the most famous one.
I don't play it nearly enough, but like PM got me and Mike into the scene.
Into competitive Smash Brothers, absolutely.
As far as like, just wanting more costumes, more effects, more characters for all. So yeah, PM is always goated. PM, my first tournament, I entered both PM and Melee. Went 0-2 Melee, went 1-2 in PM. So I am a PM player. Let's face it. Let's face the facts.
I have the last topic.
Okay.
You do? I have another topic though.
Okay, you go quick. Go quick. Come on.
I just wanted to know if it's St. Patrick's Day, if any of y'all have any fun St. Patrick's Day's memories that you might have you've done, like celebrating the day, or we live in Boston, maybe you've gone to like a parade or something, or did some dumbass party on St. Patrick's Day. Any stories come to mind?
I'll be quick. Last year I was in Philadelphia with two of my friends. We did a 60-minute power hour.
Power hour
is when every minute of an hour you take a shot of beer. Just overwhelming. It's too much. It sounds like it's not a lot. It's a lot.
It's actually easy, and Mike's
you're out of your
really
mind.
stupid.
No. We did seltzers, which is not the same as beer.
I did beer.
You did not do beer.
I did beer.
You didn't do beer.
I did beer.
You did weak shit then. You did not do beer.
I did a beer.
I was there watching you. You did not do beer.
I'm pretty sure.
Hurry up.
Sorry. And then we played Mario Kart, and then I had a fight with my friend outside, and he did a suplex on me and like ruined my body for 3 days. It was awesome. St. Patty's Day rule. Somebody else.
Patrick?
I don't like St. Patrick's Day because my last name's Patty, but it's not.
Your first name's not Patty?
Your name is Patrick.
Isn't your name Patrick?
Isn't it Patrick?
We've been calling you.
My family's fake Irish on purpose.
Your family is fake Irish on purpose. You want to talk about it?
Sure, fuck it. My great grandfather, when he came to Boston from immigrating from Italy, Boston was very racist against Italian people and treated them badly as opposed to Irish. So my family baked as Irish last name and baked being Irish for the first 2 years. Changed the last name from DePattio to Patty to fake. And that's why my last name's Patty. Thought about getting it changed to DePattio back. Like, fuck them. No. Fuck that.
Patio sounds like...
Patio is so funny.
You want to go smoke cigarettes on the patio?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, got reds at the patio.
The patio sounds cool.
Patio.
The patio, baby.
My dad doesn't give a fuck. My dad's like, yeah, whatever.
Well, I've told you, Patty, that on my great-grandma's deathbed, she's like, our last name should be O. Katowski. And it's like great grandma. Shh.
That's exactly how I'll be.
we joked about like, yeah, she's fucking dying. We're doing a Viking funeral for her. We're gonna put her in a boat and just send her out.
That's gonna be me. Change it to the patio. I never got the chance to.
Oh, Katowski. It's like, that's terrible. That's. What are you talking about?
Was that really what it used to be?
No, that's a she. She's like, it should be that.
We just gotta read to it.
She said we are so Irish that we should be that. I did a 22andMe or whatever. I'm not 23andMe.
23andMe.
I am not that Irish. I'm way more Portuguese and Polish. Ted, any St. Patty's?
No, I just like the color green.
Hell yeah.
Amen, brother.
I don't really care for St. Patrick's Day activities most of the time.
I went to the parade once with some chick I was dating and all their friends who were like, yep, I'm not going to name them. Sorry. I don't mean chick in a derogatory term.
No, I'm just picking
it was a woman who I was seeing, and we were, it was great. But we went to St. Patty Day's parade, alcohol, drinking, end up joining the parade at some point because that's what you do in Boston. You just kind of march in the parade of everybody else, and we end the night just getting sushi and fucking. And then the next weekend, she was like, "Yeah, I'm good." And I was like, "This is surprising, but okay." So long, Space Cowboy. But I like St. Patty's. St. Patty's is good.
It's fun.
I am a little bit Irish, but not Okatowski. Yikes. Well, what's your thing sending us off?
That was a way better one than I had.
Tight.
I'll say there's a reason we're telling you what the top 10 is, and because that's not the surprise. Goodbye.
True.
See you on Friday.
Big surprise. Michael.
Huh? No, just go. Really? Okay, what?
Baby.
What?
Baby?
You want to say it? Sing it?
Just say it. Baby.
Baby. You know that I miss you.
Suicide.